video, we've got a primer review. So I've got some Fiocchi Small Pistol Primers here. I picked these up over at Republic Ammunition. I've never used these primers, never loaded them before. And we just did that video on the White River primers. We loaded up 100 of them. We took them to the range to make sure all 100 of those went off. We didn't have any issues. And they performed flawless. And I thought, well, let's try another primer that we haven't used on the channel. So when you get these primers, a brick of these is a little different than what we're used to buying. You open them up and you've got 10 trays sitting in there in that orientation. You take one of these trays out, get one of these out and show them to you. Instead of having 100 primers in a tray, these have 150. We'll slide one of these out and they're in there like that. Instead of face down like your CCIs and your Winchesters, they're sitting in this tray on their side. Alright, I got the RCBS hand priming tool. So let's take one of these out here. Set it down. Well, it barely fits, but it fits. And we're going to hold it down, flip it over like that. Alright, it's about the exact same width as the primer tray, but it will lay in there. So, alright, we got to get all these flipped over the right way. Of course, we got one right there in the back. I believe we got them all. Alright, so there's our 150 primers. Let's get this put on. And, yep, no issue there. Lid closes fine. Now, I've got 50 pieces of brass here, and we have already ran these through the sizing die. They're all deprimed. So let's see how these primers push into this brass. Oh, nice. Well, that first one, pretty soft going in. Almost kind of felt like loading a Federal small pistol primer. Yeah, these aren't bad at all. Let's try another one here. Yeah. Maybe not quite as soft of a primer as a Federal, but not bad at all. Alright. Well, I like how they're pressing into the brass. There's what they look like pushed in here. And yeah, they are seated in there perfect. Alright, well, let's get 100 of these loaded up and let's get them out to the range, test them out, and see what we think. Loaded up here. Check my case length here, make sure I got them right where I want them. Alright, we're at 1.068. I wanted 1.070, so that is right where I want them. No problems passing the case checker. Alright, so let me get these loaded up in the case. I'll see you guys out at the range, and hopefully we're going to go 100 for 100 with these Fiocchi primers, just like we did the White River. All right, let's start off with the Ruger PC carbine. I got 20 rounds of those Fiocchi primers loaded up. Here we go. All right, ran all 20 of those. Let's grab another mag. All right, here we go, 20 more rounds. All right, we're 40 for 40. All right, here's our last 10. All right, mag dropped out right there at the last minute. I must have hit my paddle, but all 50 of those ran in the Ruger just fine. All right, we got 20 of those Fiocchi primers loaded up in the Walther PPQ. This is the same gun that we used for the White River primers review video. Let's see how it does. All right, ran all 20. Let me grab another mag, we'll do it again. All right, here we go with another 20 rounds. Well, I'm having issues with mags today. All right, ran all 20 of those. I hit my mag release. All right, here we go, last 10. Ran them all. All right, we are back at the reloading room, and my final thoughts on these Fiocchi Small Pistol Primers. They're great primers. All 100 of them went off. Loaded up another 100 of these with the Steel Valley Casting 125 grain bullets. I got 1,400 of these left, so I'm going to go ahead and load up the rest of the Steel Valley Casting bullets I have. I got about 900 to 1,000 left, but I got 2,000 more on the way, so these worked so well, I'm just going to go ahead and load all the rest of those Steel Valley Casting bullets with these primers. Biggest reason I wanted to do this video was some people are still having a hard time finding primers, and when you go into a store, if you see something like these Fiocchis, I wanted to have a video to show you that these primers work great. Same thing that we did with the White River primers. Now the White River primers we won't be able to get again till after January, but we tested out 100 of those and they all went off with modified striker fired guns and a PCC, same as with these Fiocchis. So my final conclusion on these, if you see them, buy them, because they'll work just fine. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.